Host Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. The grains were predictably lower yesterday following the weekend rains in Argentina. Corn and wheat futures have recovered most of the day before losses, while soybeans closed slightly lower for the day. The corn market is very wary of the near-record corn crop projected for Brazil in its competition with U.S. corn, particularly now that the Communist Chinese are buying Brazilian corn. Brazilian corn, Ukrainian corn, and wheat continue to trade cheaper than the U.S. There is optimism that a Communist Chinese recovery in 23 is likely. COVID's China zero policy really hurt their economy, and now that that's over, consumption and in turn imports should rise and should be positive influences on the commodity prices worldwide. The fact that the Communist Chinese bought 3 cargoes of U.S. milo last week bodes well for summer milo demand. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland open for milo trucks this week, 8 to 4:45. Cargill, Houston, and the Andersons are open Wednesday and Thursday, 7 to noon. For help marketing your grains, it's 1-361-852-5207, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Sean, we had a sheep and goat sale. How did it turn out?
Larry, we ended up with right around 2,000. Old rain kind of slowed us down. Market was probably a little bit softer than it was last week. I guess it's old wet weather and some is trying to get some of this stuff out. They didn't seem quite as active, but we got along pretty good. Some of those better lambs kind of bring up to 340, 50 on some of those lighter lambs, and then some of the heavier lambs dropped off from there. And the goat kids kind of anywhere from some of those feeder kids kind of bring up to, I guess the top end was 350, 350 to 60, and then you get into some of those heavier kids weighing 60 pounds, kind of around 330. Billies were steady, kind of bring from 230 to 260, depending on how heavy they were. Some of those 100-pound billies was a little might have been a little higher than last week, but all in all, I thought we got along real well.
Good.
So,
how's the cattle sale going to get along?
I think we're going to be pretty short tomorrow, Larry. We ended up with, I've heard, anywhere from a half inch to up to 3 inches in some spots, but we got some moisture, so it's going to be quite a bit lighter tomorrow. Sure think we'll probably get somewhere around that 600.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk with you after the cattle sale.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. The national pork carcass cutout value, 86 weaker at 80.06. USDA says federal slaughter 484,000 head for Tuesday and 973,000 for the week. As we move toward the beef side of the meats equation, wholesale box prices slid on Tuesday. The choice, $1.80 weaker. The select, $2.10 lower. USDA's Tuesday federal slaughter, 127,000 head of cattle for a weekly total of 251. That compares to 253 last week and 293 in thousands of head the same week last year. Western Corn Belt traded at 155, but not enough action to establish a trend. The bulk of last week's activity was 155. Neighbor, there's your meat moves from yesterday. We are on the line with Doug Bass, Cattleman's Columbus. Doug, how was the sale last week?
We had a good sale, Mr. Larry. We ended up with 939 head of cattle. The market looked very good. Cows, calves, both. Tell you what, this just continues every week to see it like it's getting a little higher.
Good. Let's walk the pins.
Yes, sir. On your weigh-in cows, your thinner, lower yielding cows, 28 to 48. Medium flesh cows being 50 to 67. Better cows, 70 to 82. On your bulls, your lower yielding, thinner bulls, 68 to 87. Better high yielding bulls, 90 to $1.12. Had a few pairs bringing anywhere from 11 to 1,400. Bred cows bring anywhere from 850 to 1,350. Calf market looked dang sure good again. Had some good cattle to sell. We had 2 3-weight steers bringing 160 to 232, heifers 160 to $2, 3 to 4-weight steers 170 to 245, heifers 170 to 222, 4 to 5-weight steers 160 to 218, heifers 155 to 206, 5 to 6-weight steers 155 to 198, heifers 145 to 181, 6 to 7-weight steers 150 to 186, heifers 125 to 160, 7 to 8-weight steers 125 to 153, heifers 115 to 149, and your 800 to 1,000 pound steers and bull yearlings bring 110 to 132. Heiferettes bring $1 to $1.20.
Sounds like you had a good sale last Wednesday. What's this week's sale looking like, Doug?
We've got some cattle here, Miss Larry. It's raining pretty good here today. I think that's going to probably shut us down for some customers, but we'll still have a decent little run. Like I said, we need some rain around, so we're glad to have it. We're dang sure not going to run it off.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Doug Bass.
Yes, you can call me on my cell, 979-877-4454, or call us here at the office, 979-732-2622. I'd also like to remind everybody, Mr. Larry, that February 1st, next Wednesday, we'll be having our bull and female sale starting at 10 o'clock.
All right.
So if anybody needs any bulls, we'll have some, few cows too.
We'll get them over there. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, sir.
Neighbor, did you know that the Millworks division at MG Building Materials is a great place to look when you want to upgrade your home? That division carries a full line of wood, aluminum, and vinyl windows. What a great upgrade. We've got vinyl windows in our house down here on the bay, and they sure are pretty from the inside and out. The possibilities for those upgrades are endless with the help of MG and their 5 locations. They've got one in San Antonio, got one in Corpus, got one in Uvalde, got one in Kerrville, and they have one in Pleasanton. That's MG Building Materials. Neighbor, now it's time to get a hold of Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, want to remind your listeners the bull season is upon us. We're literally leasing or selling a bull just about every day. I sold one yesterday, and the day before we leased 23. So don't wait too long. They're going fast, and they're difficult to find and very expensive. So let us know with as much notice as you can if you're going to lease some bulls so we can reserve them. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on daily basis on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com. CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
I'm Larry Marble from down on the farm. We're at the kitchen table, and our guest today is Stephen from D&D, and you're bringing us some Preferred information, aren't you?
Yes, sir, Larry. So the boss ordered one too many truckloads of stuff from Preferred this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and offer 10% off all Preferred panels and squeeze chutes exclusively to Down on the Farm listeners while supplies last.
Down on the Farm listeners, you need to get in on this action. How much percentage?
10%.
Get on down to D&D right now. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, and I'm at extension 160.
We're on the line with Carl Herman, Caldwell Livestock Commission Company. Carl, how's the Wednesday sale looking?
It's going to be kind of slow tomorrow. Larry, we had from 1.5 inches to 3.5 inches today, all day long. And so we've got some cattle in and going to get some cattle tomorrow, but it's going to be on the slow side. I think around 200, something like that. But we'd be glad to have that.
Good deal. The shiniest consignment among the 200 that you've seen?
We've got 25 really good calves coming from a good consigner, and they're going to be good calves.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
My number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. If you're in the Giddings area, call Max Ebner at 540-8676.
Carl, thank you a bunch. Have a good sale.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, how did the Monday sale go?
Larry had a pretty good sale. We wind up with 1445, 159 cows and 17 bulls. Cattle, in places they were a little bit softer, but as a whole, the cattle sold real well. 2 and 3 weight steers, $1.38 to $2.35. Heifers, $1.43 to $1.95. 3 and 4 weight steers, $1.74 to $2.65. Heifers, $1.43 to $2.10. 4 and 5 weight steers, $1.71 to $2.25. Heifers, $1.43 to $1.90. 5 and 6 weight steers, $1.58 to $2.17. Heifers, $1.40 to $1.70. 6 and 7 weight steers, $1.41, $1.86, and the heifers $1.34 to $1.59. 7 and 8 weight steers and bull yearlings $1.29 to $1.71. The heifers $1.32 to $1.06. And the OKF market, it's sure all right. That's why a lot of these cattle are coming. But we had a lot of big cattle come this week compared to other weeks, smaller cattle, but sure has some big cattle. Slaughter cows, 84 for the best cow. Slaughter bulls, 86 to $1.07. Stocker cows had a few, not very many, 460 to 1,000. And the pairs, same way, 710 to 1160, Larry.
What are you aware of for this next Monday, Gary Butler?
I'm supposed to have about 90 Santa Cruz cross cows, the Santa Cruz cows coming in. Since it rained, I don't know if those cows are coming. It's a complete sellout, but I'll let you know more about it later on in the week if they get in here with them.
Good. Tell everybody how to contact you, Gary.
You can catch us here at Sale Barn, 830-582-1561 or 62. Catch me on mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Over this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The Laredo store, call Gabriel, 956-727-7473. We are on the line with Phil Brockenbush, getting livestock. Phil, we had a sale on Monday. How did it turn out?
It was good, Larry. We wound up with 1121 with 212 sellers on a little higher cow and bull market, and the calf market was a little better than last week, too.
Good. Walk the pins with us, please.
All right, your steers, 300 and back, average 189, brought up to 235. 3 to 4 weights, 204 to 255. 4 to 5 weights, 187 to 255. 5 to 6 weights, 163 to 207. 6 to 7 weights, 150 to 187 and a half. 7 to 8 weights, 133 to 177 and a half. Your heifer mates, 300 and back, average 166, brought up to 220. 3 to 4 weights, 173 to 210. 4 to 5 weights, 167 to 197 and a half. 5 to 6 weights, 161 to 190. 6 to 7 weights, 156 to 185. 7 to 8 weights, 132 to 159. Bull yearlings, 7 to 850 pounds, 110 to 177 and a half. 850 to 1,000 pounds, $1 to $1.50. Your high yielding bulls, $1 to $1.15. Medium yielding bulls, 85 to 99. High yielding cows, 70 to 89. Medium yielding cows, 56 to 65. Thin cows, 25 to 55. Sold a few pairs. Best one brought 1275. Didn't have much to choose from. Bred cows brought up to 1330. We had one pretty good cow. So I don't know, little old stocker cows. I think in another month or so they'll bring it all. But right now nobody really wants them. So.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for Monday, and if you know anything, tell us about that too.
You can call me at 979-716-4395 or call the barn at 979-542274. I don't know. I think it'll be a little lighter. Got pretty good rain. I think the numbers are kind of slack off, but I think it'll sure help the market. The market will sure get good, especially on the cows and stuff. So,
well, we'll see what you've drawn, and we'll talk to you Sunday night. Thank you, Phil.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. I'm Down on the Farm's Larry Marble. We're here at the kitchen table with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, I understand you've got great things going on in your ropes and roping department.
Yes, sir. So, Larry, we carry Preferred, Shoot Help, and WW roping equipment, and we have way too much here. Your listeners can save up to $500 off select roping shoots while supplies last.
Down on the Farm listeners, while supplies last, you get the discount. Give Stephen a call. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you at D&D.
Just give me a shout at 830-379-7340, extension 160.
Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in January, March plus 90, $13.70. We'll call Houston $13.70. Progresso, March plus $1, $13.88. Yellow corn to Corpus in January, March plus $2.20, $8.97. We'll call Progresso the same. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, Jan-Feb delivery, March contract, plus $1.30, $9.63 and 3/4. Looks like Houston beans, Jan-Feb delivery, March delivery, March less 30, $14.58 and a half. Texas cotton, 4,044 bale at East Texas, Oklahoma, 14,229 of West Texas. 18,273 was the average. Prices range from $83.62 to $85.21. Looks like that average was about 84.43. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble, and you're my neighbor. Good day.